is your Sunday start and sit. Somebody's background is up. Background noise needs to turn it off.
I think that might be Sal.
Yeah, yeah, man, lots of injuries this year, bro. That's what I feel like is really holding us back, man. It's all these injuries. It's pissing me off.
Usually
man.
there's a lot of injuries, but I feel like this year particularly.
Yeah, this year
especially
has
the star
the
players.
most injuries that I've seen. Yeah, bro, like you got Chubb, Jefferson,
Eckler missing games. Barkley.
Eckler, Saquon. Damn, bro, everyone's missing games, man.
Well, hopefully they come back healthy. Most
man.
back.
James Conner's out. Like, bro, you gotta hold your backups back up just in case.
Handcuff the handcuffs, right?
Yeah, handcuff your handcuffs, man. Right now they got some guy, Keaton Mitchell, I've never heard of. Is like the big name everyone's talking about right now.
Yeah, he was on IR for a while too.
Yeah, he was, man. Everybody will. It's tough.
Good news for Devon A-Chain owners. He's only going to miss 4 games, it looks like. So he'll be back after the bye.
That's not bad.
4
weeks after the bye, man, he's going to come back. Honestly, I didn't even really see the play where he got hurt. I just kind of feel like after the game, they're like, this man's hurt. But
it didn't even look that bad.
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to come back after the bye, right? Shouldn't be too bad. Mostert's had a clean bill of health, knock on wood. You know, that was the one guy.
Don't jinx that now.
Oh, I'm just saying, right? That was like the one guy we were shook of. Like, man, I was getting offered that guy left, right, and center for everybody on my team, and I'm like, nah, I'm not waiting 4 weeks for this guy to pop off and then sit out for the rest of the week. You know what I mean?
If you get a piece of the Dolphins' backfield, I'd say definitely do that.
Yeah. For real. No, okay, so let's say you got Salvin Ahmed or Jeff Wilson sitting there. Who do you pick up? Who's the pickup there?
I mean, Jeff Wilson over Ahmed, but Wilson's injury prone, so Ahmed's a nice little stash there, especially in deep leagues.
Yeah. It seems like the coach really likes him, man. Every coaching staff that's been there has like kind of kept him around. At one point, he was like a nobody, and then he was a somebody, and back to nobody, and now it seems like he's relevant again. So, man, Salvin Ahmed, man, I hope he does all right, you know?
I actually have to start him this week, so...
You're starting him this week? Damn, bro.
Yeah, I got too many injuries and buys right now.
Jeez.
So I'm kind of forced to start him. But he's got a great matchup, so...
Saying you're not feeling nice today.
So far, no, because Hopkins only has 1 catch. Titans are looking real bad right now.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, what's going on right now in the game, man? I honestly, I haven't even checked out this game. Last I checked, Zay Flowers got his first touchdown. Shout out Zay Flowers. We told you he was a start. Actually, Game Day Sean said start Zay Flowers this week, and Zay Flowers got his first touchdown of the year. What's up with all these guys getting their first touchdowns in London? Like something must be going on out there, man.
Something's in the water in London.
Yeah, for real. Would you like a cup of water? It's some water in your tea now, isn't it? Nah, man. Yeah, I like the game that's international, man. That's pretty cool, you know. They're putting it out there. I read something today saying that they might have a Super Bowl in London. I think that's a stupid idea, to be honest, because like all the fans are here, right? But
I heard the...
Oh, Snowman's off air. I can't finish his sentences because I don't know what Snowman's saying or whatever. But yeah, man, I heard there was possibly going to be a Super Bowl in London. I think that's kind of dumb because most of the fans are Canadian and American. I know they're trying to bring the game worldwide, but if you're trying to have a Super Bowl, man, like it should be in North America. No offense, you know. Um, Shout out to the people out in London, man. Shout out Top Boy. That's a sick show. Shout out Drill Music. We like you guys. Shout out to Drake for bringing you guys out here. Anyways, this week, this whole stream is about football, so let's bring it back to that. Just waiting for Snowman to get back. He has some technical difficulties. But how bad does Derrick Henry look this year, man? Derrick Henry was someone I was really high on. Snowman warned me. He said that he was slowing down and things might not go as good. Tajay Spears has been getting more and more run every week. I'm going against Henry this week so far. Hopefully I didn't jinx it, but he's not doing too well. And he's kind of a disappointment out of those first 2-round running backs that everyone's been drafting. Snowman, you care to comment? You back or what?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, buddy.
I'm actually facing Derrick Henry this week too in our home league, so
Jeez, man.
struggling so far, and they're down big. So hopefully they just throw the ball second half. But I don't know, man. Tannehill's not looking good right now.
Yeah, Tannehill's he's got to go, man. It's actually amazing to me. Like, no offense to Tannehill, I know he was pretty good for a while. But it's kind of amazing to me that Tennessee is still trying to go for it, even though every year they come up pretty short. So, yeah, man.
See what happens during that trade deadline.
Well, yeah, man. Like, I feel like you got kind of, actually, who would be a good fit for Tannehill? The Jets. You know, throw Tannehill on the Jets, man. Like, what does he really have to lose? I mean, Zach Wilson's playing a bit better, but if you want that veteran presence in case Zach Wilson starts screwing up again, or in case that they want to take it a different direction on a short-term rental, Tannehill might be all right because they got a pretty decent O-line. They have a really good run game. They have some good receivers and an elite defense. Even though both of their corners are out this week. You got Sauce Gardner, and I forget who's on the other side, but they're both out.
Reed, yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be a nice game for the Eagles passing attack.
Yeah, for real, man. Yeah, I need Smitty to step up straight up, man. Last week he got me 1.4 points. That pissed me off, man. I traded for him, and yeah, man, he kind of pissed me off there. So hopefully he can pop off this week. Jets usually have a really good defense, so I don't know. Okay, so let's get back into this. We're live here. So, yeah. So, first game on the docket. Let's go Washington Commanders and Atlanta Falcons. Are you starting Sam Howell or Desmond Ridder this week if you're in desperate need for a quarterback?
If you're in desperate need, oh, man. Ridder has a better matchup, but I don't trust him at all. I'd probably go with Sam Howell, even though it's a tougher matchup. He's proven a bit more this year.
Yeah, man. Sam Howell slapped me up last week for 26 points. Honestly, I don't want to start any of them. I hate starting bums, even though I'm starting Baker Mayfield. My QB
what if you had to, right?
Sucks.
In this situation.
If I had to, oh man, I don't know. They just both suck. If I had to, Washington has the worst defense, and they're pretty decent against the run. Atlanta likes to run, so maybe it'll force the pass. Drake London and Kyle Pitts. Finally, Kyle Pitts got going. Now I can actually talk about Kyle Pitts. Holy crap. Yo, Kyle Pitts had a game last week, man. Thank God. It's almost like, oh shit. Like, we got a really good tight end we can throw the ball to. And, yeah, man, Kyle Pitts finally had a good game. I think Drake London.
Is he paying you for this PR?
No, man, I just really like the player. Like, I just think he's so talented, man. Like, we're so pumped for this guy, man. We're like, he just hasn't been able to do anything. It pisses me off. They don't throw him the ball. I don't even, you know what's funny? I actually do not have Kyle Pitts in any of my leagues. In best ball, I don't have him in two of my home leagues. I don't have him in one of my random leagues. Like, I don't have any Kyle Pitts. I just like watching good football. And Kyle Pitts is a good football player.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess if I had to start one of the two, Ritter, he can run the ball. Sam Howell is, I don't know, Atlanta's defense has been really good against the pass, man. So if there's any receiver that I'm starting on that Atlanta side, it's going to be Logan Thomas, maybe Terry McLaurin, or Curtis Samuel. Like, Curtis Samuel back from the dead?
He could be sneaky, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He'd be a sneaky play.
Man, he's ended up, like, I'm pretty sure he has the most points on any wide receiver on Washington. Logan Thomas, sneaky play. Atlanta's surprisingly good against the run, too. Atlanta's defense is actually a lot better than what people give them credit for. So, shout out Atlanta, man. I got a question here. Half PPR, I can start 3. Metcalf, Collins, Addison, Higgins, or Mike Evans. Who are you saying? It's probably got to be Nico, right? Like, he's giving me wide receivers here.
Okay, yeah. Well, Metcalf for sure. Evans for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Evans is good to go, right? Yeah.
Evans for sure. Oh, yeah. Evans is fine.
Nico or Addison? I'm going to have to say Addison. Nico's probably going to see Lattimore today. And Addison is going up against a pretty bad secondary there. No Jefferson.
Yeah, man.
He might get peppered with targets.
Yeah, man. Addison's looked good all year. So, yeah, it comes out. Higgins, okay, usually I would put Higgins in here. I'm a Higgins owner, but the thing is he's coming back from those ribs, right? So, and they're going against...
Oh, I didn't even hear Higgins.
Yeah, Higgins is on there. So they're going against the Rams, right? And Higgins is coming back from those fractured ribs. I mean, there's no way he healed fractured ribs in 2 weeks. So I don't really... I'm not confident about Higgins this week. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm starting him just straight out of necessity because I have to. Because I have so many injuries right now. But if I had to choose the 3, it would be Metcalf, Mike Evans, and I'm going Jordan Addison for the upside. Usually I put T. Higgins in there. Nico Collins has been playing pretty good, but it's musical chairs with those Houston wide receivers right now. But, man, I wish I had your wide receiver problem. You know what I mean? I wish I had to choose from those guys. For me, it's like wild. I got Mike Evans, T. Higgins, Jacoby Myers, and then page 3 waiver wire guys, you know? So, yeah, man. We got another question from Nathan H. Yo, welcome back, Nathan H. I seen you here last week, man. Hopefully we helped you out. Hopefully you won your week, brother. Or sister, or they or them. I don't know what you identify as. My bad. Not trying to get canceled out here. But, yeah, man. Would you drop Waller for Cole Kmet?
I wouldn't drop him. It's tough to drop Waller. I mean, you probably drafted him within your top 8 rounds. I wouldn't drop Waller yet. I know he's disappointed, but I'm sure there's someone else on your roster that, like, end of bench guy that you can drop for Kmet. Kmet's been playing nice, though.
Yeah, Kmet's tight end 3 on the season. I know one of it was, like, that big week, but it seems like Chicago's finally starting to turn things around. I wouldn't really drop Waller for Kmet. Kmet is a good pickup, though. Like, if you can pick him up, like, that's a pretty good pickup. So I'm not saying don't pick up Kmet. Just try to look at other options and maybe see if you could package Waller with somebody else for a better player. Maybe some RB depth, some wide receiver depth if you can. Or maybe even the QB depth. Like, man, injuries are just so bad this year. Depth is so important. Especially, like, we play in a 14-team league, man, and the waiver wire is, man, I think the best guy on the waiver wire right now is Colin Kaepernick. Yeah. So I'm just playing. But, yeah, man.
That's so funny.
Yeah, man. Pick up Cole Kmet. I wouldn't really drop Waller. See if anyone will bite on him. Tyrod Taylor is starting at QB for them this week. Maybe Tyrod Taylor can turn things around. I know they paid Daniel Jones a lot of money, but if Darren Waller has a big week this week, maybe you can trade him off or something. And another guy that's not getting the ball. Like, why the hell is Waller not getting the ball? Actually, Snowman, you brought up a really good point last week about them having such a bad O-line, if you wanted to get into that real quick.
Yeah, their O-line's been banged up, especially the left side. So Waller's been playing more snaps, like lining up as like a lineman just to block for Daniel Jones. But as the O-line gets healthier, the schedule is going to get easier. I wouldn't drop Waller. I think he'll start picking it up. So try to hold on to him if you can.
He's too big name of a player to drop. Like, people, like, again, like, back to Kyle Pitts. Like, Kyle Pitts has sucked for the first 3 years of his NFL career. Not himself, just, like, his production. And it's hard to drop somebody like that you're drafting in, like, the 5th to 8th round, I guess. But, yeah, man, Cole Kmet, I'd probably play Cole Kmet this week over Darren Waller, but I'm not dropping Waller for Cole Kmet. I'm trying to figure out a different option. Okay, is Keaton Mitchell worth stashing? How's Keaton Mitchell doing right now, man? I turned my TV off. I'm trying to concentrate here. Trying to give you guys some help, you know? And while you're at it...
You want to know how many points he has?
Yeah, let me know how Mark Andrews is doing, too, because I can't check my phone.
Mitchell has as many points as me and you right now.
Gee, saying he's going off.
He's got a goose egg right now.
Damn, bro.
But he's got no touches, so, I mean, I guess he's healthy, but they're not really playing him. This backfield's like a committee. So, I mean, he's worth a stash, but if Hill and Edwards are healthy, those guys are going to get majority of the work. I mean, you can stash him if you're in a deeper league, for sure, just to see how it goes in the upcoming weeks.
I'd say stash him, but I don't know if I'm going to play him until he proves it. Okay, another question from Ryan Cook. Ryan the Realtor. If you're in the Toronto area, check out my boy Ryan Cook.
Oh, no way.
He might be the biggest snake in all your fantasy leagues, but he's a real stand-up guy in real life, you know. So shout out Ryan Cook. What place is Salik in your fantasy league? Man. Yo, man, why you gotta personally attack one of the goons like that, man?
That's a great question. Great question.
I'll tell you Salik's record. It's 2-3. It's the same record as me, and he got a second win against me last week. I got everyone injured last week. He beat me by 2 points, man. So, Salik's ahead of me, but he's not at the bottom. His record's 2-3. I'll give you that, man. You snake. Nathan's back. Okay, so would you drop Atwell or Osborne for Kmet? I'm nervous about playing Waller today, or just roll with Waller today with the groin injury.
I would drop Atwell over Osborne. I mean, Osborne's going to get more work now.
Yeah, Atwell, I mean, Nathan, if you can comment,
in the beginning, right?
Nathan, if you can comment in the chats and let us know who your other wide receivers are, and let us know who your other running backs are, right? Because I think Osborne's primed for a bigger role. I don't know what that's really going to translate to, but with Cooper Kupp back and Puka Nacua playing so well, Atwell might be the guy that's out there. If
more boomer bust.
Yeah, if I. Damn, man. Yeah, man. I'd probably say out of those two guys, maybe I drop Atwell if I can get a little bit of more information. But yeah, I drop Atwell and then maybe play Kmet. And also, if you can let me know, are you in a 12-team, a 10-team, or a 14-team? I think you're in a 12-team if you got those guys on your team. But yeah, man, if I had to choose between those guys, I would probably drop Atwell, and I would definitely play Kmet over Waller this week, especially Waller's been weird, man. He's been dealing with a hamstring and a groin for like the last 2 years. Man, it's just so tough, man. You spend high draft picks on these guys, right? And it just sucks when they don't perform. Especially, man, like Giants wide receivers suck. It's one thing if you have like really good wide receivers like Cincinnati, they're not throwing to Irv Smith. Well, yeah, you got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd out there. Like, of course, you're not hitting your tight end. But, like, bro, you got Jalen Hyatt, Paris Campbell, like, Sterling Shumpreet, like, Shepard. I know it's Shepard, and we call him Shumpreet. Yeah, man. My other wide receivers. Yeah, my other wide receiver is Jacoby Myers, 12-team league standard. Started Flowers today, and he finally went off. Oh, yeah, that's right. Last week you asked us Zay Flowers or Christian Watson. Who did better last week, still, man? Was it Zay Flowers or Christian Watson? I think they both had like 10 points, right? But remember, check standard,
Watson
please.
had it, yeah. Oh, in standard.
In a standard league, so take away those.
You gotta give me a second on that.
Cool, no problem, man. I'll move on to the next question if you can come back with that. Yeah, Nathan, bro. I'd say drop 2-2, man. If you have Jacoby Myers still, Zay Flowers, KJ Osborne, you can play Cole Kmet in there, man. Yeah, I'd probably drop 2-2 Atwell there. Now, don't be surprised if random weeks he goes off, but I think your other wide receivers are better. So, and man, yeah, Zay Flowers finally got his first touchdown, man. We touched on that. Yo, congratulations, brother. I hope he pops off. I hope you win your week this week, man. Nodder, 90% of us benched last week. No, sorry. What's wrong with me, bro? 90% of us benched Zach Moss last week. What do you predict he does tomorrow, considering a lot of us will start him tomorrow? It's going to be crazy if he does nothing. That's a great question, Nodder. Are you starting Zach Moss tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Or not? I don't think it's tomorrow, bro. They play today at 1 o'clock, no?
Yeah.
Nodder's tailgating right now, you know? He's tailgating college football still, so might be a little turnt. Yeah, man, it's hard not to start Zach Moss because last week we didn't know what was going to happen, and he popped off. Now, the coach did say that they're going to start unleashing Jonathan Taylor there. This might be another split. I almost want to say start Zach Moss until you can't, like, you know, but it's a very boomer bust, man, because if Jonathan Taylor's coming back, like, I think you have a few more weeks of Zach Moss left. What do you think?
So, the way fantasy goes, when you bench a guy, he goes off. When you start him, he shits the bed. They said Taylor's going to get a lot more work now. It's going to be kind of risky to start Moss. I mean, I know he's been playing really well, but if JT's getting a big workload this week, I don't know if I want to start him unless you don't really have much options out there. You got bye. He's basically just like a flex play at best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. They're going against Jacksonville's run defense, who's actually surprisingly really good against the run. They're a top 10 team against the run, so I don't know, man. That's actually a hard-ass question, man, because my gut wants to tell me to, like, sit him, but if anything fantasy's told me, man, it's like do the opposite of whatever the hell your gut says. No, that's not true, man. Just follow your gut. Zach Moss, Jonathan Taylor, I don't know, man. I think he could go off for 10 points. Maybe they sneak him in or something like that, but I wouldn't expect another big game out of him. But, man, boomer bust, man. May the fantasy gods be with you there. Because, yeah, I don't really know about that one. Okay, so let's move on to another game. Actually, we can continue with that game. Michael Pittman, you're starting him. Christian Kirk. If you had to choose between the two, Michael Pittman or Christian Kirk, who are you starting this week?
I actually like Christian Kirk a bit more. He's got a good matchup this week.
Yeah, Christian Kirk's been Mr. Consistency. Yeah, Zay Jones is out this week. Zay Jones is out.
Yeah. I mean, they both have great matchups. I just like Kirk a little bit more.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I'm probably starting Christian Kirk over him just because Christian Kirk is getting a lot of these short and intermediate routes. Pittman with Gardner Minshew, I think, is going to do a lot better though, because Gardner Minshew doesn't have a shoulder issue right now. He's playing for a job. He's actually a pretty accurate quarterback. But if I had to choose between the two, yeah, I'm going Christian Kirk. Nathan's back, and he's like, Watson got a little over 1 extra point in my league last week versus Flowers. I played Flowers. I think I'll hold to Waller for 1 more week at least. Tyrod should use him as an outlet today. Yeah, I mean, that's what we thought. That's what we thought Daniel Jones was going to do. Use Waller as an outlet, man. And he has it. I just think the matchup with Komet's just a lot better. Fantasy Pros actually has Komet as the number 9 tight end going forward. Waller's a lot more talented, but I think you got to ride the hot hand right now. And then you got one more point. So Christian Watson got one more point than Zay Flowers last week. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? It was pretty close anyway. You started Flowers, whatever. I hope that 1 point didn't burn you, but it was a toss-up there, bro. Okay, is it Minshew's season officially? I heard Anthony Richardson might be donezo. Yeah, I'm pissed. I traded for Richardson in the first game he played for me. Got injured, man. They say that they might shut him down. I think they're going to check what their record is. I think Minshew's a very capable quarterback. I'm not starting him yet until maybe in like a 2 QB league until he kind of proves himself. But I'm also starting Baker Mayfield, so like anything can happen. That's what I got left with.
Yeah, they said Richardson might undergo surgery, season-ending surgery.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's an uptick for Jonathan Taylor. I think that's an uptick for Zach Moss. I think that's actually better for Michael Pittman and Joshua Downs. I definitely think Minshew's going to be the better short term. I know Richardson, man, he's got a cannon. So for those long passes and stuff like that, I think Richardson would have been better. But you know what? The Colts, for your future QB, you almost got, like, they're not going to win anything this year, right? Let's be real. So if you want to pick up Minshew maybe as a backup, see how he does. But I wouldn't expect big things from him until he kind of proves it, right? Because, yeah, man, I don't know, man. Gardner Minshew, right? I love the guy. I love the mustache. Mm-hmm. You know, he looks the part, man. He looks like a 1970s porn star, 2A star athlete, porn star QB coach / maybe drug dealer riding around an 87 Ford Mustang, you know, with those like multicolored shades. No, Minshew's got some swagger on him, man. I'll give him that.
On the trailer.
He does, right?
For sure.
Oh my God, that's so funny, man. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on to another matchup. Let's go Seahawks and Bengals, man. So Seahawks and Bengals. We'll start with the QBs, bro. Are you starting Geno Smith or Joe Burrow this week?
Oh, Joe Burrow. He looked really good last week. I think he might be not fully healthy, but I think he's really close.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Geno Smith's kind of been underwhelming this year, man. But you know who's been actually popping up? I got to give a shout out to this man. What's it called? Kenneth Walker. Yeah, out of any running back, I'm pretty sure he has the most red zone touches out of any running back, man. Shout out Kenneth Walker. If you got him in your 3rd or 4th round, you're laughing right now.
Should I be laughing?
Yeah, you think I'm gonna win?
He's got 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, man. All this talk about Zach Charbonnet. And Charbonnet is getting a little bit more touches, but man, how can you take a backseat to Kenneth Walker, man? Like, how do you start anybody over that guy? The way that he's playing, he's breaking off big runs. He looks really healthy. That Seattle O-line's looking decent, at least for the run. Geno Smith has been struggling, although DK Metcalf has been very steady. You know who I'm kind of disappointed about? I was low on him all the year this year. Some people drafted him as their wide receiver too. Nodder. JSN. Jackson Smith and Jigma. You know, he hasn't really done anything. He might be a stash. Someone might have dropped him, and rookie wide receivers tend to pop off in the second half of the season. So maybe you want to pick up JSN, but he's been very underwhelming, man. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, they're running the ball quite a bit more. They're not really airing it out as much as last year, but it's usually rookie receivers go off in the second half of the season. But like, you're still behind Lockett and Metcalf, and then they also get their tight ends involved quite a bit. So he's kind of in a tough situation. obviously in dynasty leagues, you hold on to him. And deeper leagues, if you can afford to stash him, why not? But so far, it's not looking good.
Yeah, man. What about these defenses? Are you starting Seattle's defense or the Bengals defense this week? I know one guy I'm going against. He's starting the Seahawks defense. I guess he's hoping for another bad game from Joe Shiesty.
I think this might be a bit of a high-scoring game. I kind of pivot away from both defenses if you can.
Yeah, Tyler Boyd. What about Tyler Boyd, man? You starting Tyler Boyd this week?
If they use Higgins as a decoy, depends how healthy Higgins is. Boyd could be a pretty solid flex option.
Man, Higgins wanted to play last week.
I don't think Jamar Chase is going to catch 3 touchdowns again.
Yeah. Who did he do that to? Who did he pop off on 3 touchdowns against last week in our home league?
Yeah, against me. He went off for like 40 points.
It's so buzzkill, man. Oh my god, bro. Yo, George Clay 01. Tua or Justin Fields?
I mean, go Tua for sure. Fields is a great matchup too. Tua's got a bit of a tougher matchup. If you want the high upside, you go Fields, but I would say Tua.
Yeah, it's kind of tough because Fields has been playing very well. Now, last week, only one of Fields' wide receivers actually caught ball, and that was DJ Moore for that outrageous 45-point game that he had. Tua's going against what? They're playing the Giants, right?
No, the Panthers.
Panthers.
They're pretty good against the pass.
Yeah. I think, man, like Tua's a top 5 QB this year, man. I can't really bench Tua. I'd probably say I'm starting Tua. So I'm looking at Fantasy Pros rankings right now. Oh man, that's tough. Okay, so Fantasy Pros has Tua Tagovailoa at QB5 this week, and they have Justin Fields at QB6 this week. The matchup rating is a 7.8 out of 10 for Justin Fields. For Carolina, it's a 3.6. Justin Fields is projected to get 19.8 points. Tua is projected to get 20.6. Ah, man. Minnesota's pass defense is just so bad. And the Panthers kind of have a sneaky good defense. I don't know. I'm one of those guys, like, I play my studs all the time. That's a tough matchup. I think that's a toss-up, maybe flip a coin or something. I guess I don't know, man. I guess I'm Team Tua, man, but I think Justin Fields could pop off too. Like, that Minnesota defense is not very good.
Yeah, if you want something safe, then I'd say Tua.
Oh, nice. If you want, yeah, that's true. The higher upside play is going to be your Justin Fields, right? Yeah. So like Justin Fields is going to be your higher upside play. He's very, he's been playing very well. He's starting to get it together. Yeah, man. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go against everything I preach every week. Start Justin Fields, man. Yeah, Chicago's looking pretty damn good. The matchup's really good. I don't know, man. I hope you don't hate me for this later, but yeah, I'd say Justin Fields, man. My gut is just telling me Justin Fields might just go off for one more of those big games. He's finally starting to get it together. I hope that helps, man. I know we're very indecisive here. It's just such a close matchup. I think you can't go wrong either way. But yeah, you know what? Screw it, man. I'm starting Justin Fields. And most weeks I wouldn't. Like usually I'm starting Tua, but like this week, it's a divisional matchup, man. Like something's got to give. So I'm starting Justin Fields. Damn, man. That one really had me torn, man. That one really broke my heart there, man, because it's going against everything that I ever say. That's funny. Okay, let's move on to another game. What's a good game today that we could get into? You know what? Here, how about it, man? Let's just go to that Vikings and Bears game because there's a lot of moving parts there. Vikings versus Bears. Are you starting Kirk Cousins this week?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, Kirk Cousins. There's good players on both sides in this game.
Yeah, you even with JJ out, you trust Kirk Cousins?
I mean, Kirk Cousins was a top 10 quarterback for 3 straight years in Washington, and he never had a Justin Jefferson there. He's done it, man. He's proven it.
That's true. Yeah,
and you still got Addison.
Matchup,
you got Osborne. You got Hawkinson. You still got weapons there.
His matchup's a 9.9 out of 10. His matchup's a 9.9 out of 10.
Oh, your audio's cutting hard. I can't hear you, College. What is going on here? I'm gonna back out and come back in if you can hear me. Okay, Colin's having some audio issues. Let's give it a second.
Guess who's back? Back again. Colin's back. Tell a friend. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Damn, bro. Need to get off this Walmart internet or something. That's so jokes. Okay, let's get back to it. Cool. All right, yeah, man. What game we were just talking about? Vikings, Bears. Okay.
Bears
Okay, Hawkinson. Obviously, Hawkinson's got a big uptick in his usage. KJ Osborne versus Darnell Mooney. Who are you starting there? Henry TD. Go fuck yourself, bro. Shut up. Really? Yo, man. There's Jeezy. Well, this guy's gonna call me. You know that, man. You know how you have those guys in your fantasy league that are just mad annoying. They don't say anything all week. Some of them don't even know English. This guy barely knows English, bro. He's been in Canada for over 20 years. He's my boy, one of my best friends, bro. And every time something happens, he goes, "Yo, my guy just scored a touchdown. Are you mad?" He's like, "Yo, are you okay, bro?" Like, it's like, bro, shut up. You know I'm not okay. I'm pissed off. Your guy just scored a touchdown on me. Joe Buck yourself, man. That pissed me off. Thanks, Sal, for telling me that stupid Henry scored a touchdown. So that goes against both of us. You must be pissed off too, eh, Snowman?
I mean, it should be okay. But, yeah, he's got 16.8 fantasy points.
Who, Henry does?
He had that big run earlier he had a big run before he had that touchdown, so he's having a pretty good game.
Bro, he was at like 3 points last time I checked. Jeezy's feeling nice right now, bro.
So getting back to that question, because we're getting off topic. Osborne or Mooney? I'm going to go with Osborne for sure.
Okay,
Mooney's
cool.
hasn't really
Osborne.
proven too much, and it looks like Komet's the number 2 guy right now in that passing game.
Yeah, man, I was pretty pumped about having Mooney on my team. I had to drop his ass quick. He wasn't doing too well. Okay, so let's get on to
he's had a couple of goose eggs.
All right, 49ers and Browns. Cool. Anyone that you're not starting in this game?
Downgrade all the offensive weapons on that Browns team, and you're going against a very good 49ers defense. Oh, man. I mean, you kind of have to start Cooper, but don't expect much. I don't think you have better options.
PJ Walker's starting, right?
Yeah, they started their rookie last week, and he did real bad. Or not last week, the week before he did real bad.
Yeah.
PJ Walker's got some NFL experience, but still.
Yeah, AFL legend PJ Walker, man. Or was it XFL? He won the MVP and he came over to the NFL. Played for the Panthers, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. He's on the Panthers.
Yeah, man. Amari Cooper, you're playing him, but I'm kind of downgrading him there. Donovan Peoples-Jones, I don't really want to play that guy. Elijah Moore has been pretty disappointing. Jerome Ford. Starting Jerome Ford this week?
No. I'd kind of sit him. Like I said, it's a tough matchup. If he scores a touchdown for you, then yeah, he'll get some passing work. But he's not really a strong start.
Yeah, man. Jerome Ford or Amari Cooper if you have to start one of them.
Probably Ford. They might have to give him some more work.
Cool.
Try and play that run game and defense to keep this game close.
For sure. What about Deebo Samuel or Amari Cooper?
Damn. Deebo's got tough matchup, but I mean his quarterback's a lot better than Cooper's quarterback for today. I'd go with Deebo.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Okay, so Amari Cooper, Brandon Ayuk.
Oh, I go Ayuk.
All right, so
just because Watson's not starting, I go with Ayuk and Deebo over Cooper. If Watson was starting, then I'd go Cooper over Deebo.
Okay,
and probably over Ayuk too, yeah.
So Amari Cooper or Jordan Addison? Addison?
Oh, Addison.
So I probably got Amari Cooper or KJ Osborne. Well, let's see how low can you go? How low can you go?
Man.
with Amari Cooper this week, man.
Probably. I mean, Osborne does have a really good matchup. Probably Amari Cooper. Yeah.
Yeah, KJ Osborne's not that good. I was waiting. I wanted to see how low I could really go, man.
I mean, he's played well when Thielen missed games last year, but yeah.
Yeah. Just before we continue here, thank you guys for all you guys that have stuck it out. Just with a couple of goons on a Sunday. Today was a good day. Shout out to Tenement Cards, our sponsor. Without no Tenement, there is no Game Day Goons. Check them out at tenement.com, see what they're all about. I think they actually have some sort of contest going on with a Tua card. Check them out and see what Tenement's up to. So, yeah, shout out Tenement Cards, man. Back to this. Let's get a few more on here, and then I got to go check the weather, check my games, and maybe catch the end of this game and see Derrick Henry break my heart one more time. What's a close one, man? There's so many close ones, right? Okay, so let's get to these 4 o'clock games, right? Let's go. Eagles versus Jets. Yeah, what's it called? Garrett Wilson or Devontae Smith?
Devontae Smith. I'll go A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith over Garrett Wilson.
Okay, cool.
Because both Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed are out for this game.
Mm-hmm.
I know Darius Slay's out, but they're probably going to put Bradbury on Wilson.
And you're an Eagles fan. Does Bradbury travel or no?
Well, when it's him and Slay out there, they don't really travel. But when one of the corners out, the other corner will travel.
True. So, okay. And obviously, you're starting Jalen Hurts. Is there any way you start the MILF Hunter this week? Let's say you're really desperate at QB. Are you starting the MILF Hunter? Still not a start yet, eh?
This pass rush is going to get to him, man. This defense causes a lot of turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust
Zach Wilson makes a lot of turnovers. Cool. Quickly, Patriots, Raiders. Mac Jones sucks. They are starting him this week. Jimmy Garoppolo's back. The battle of the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Patriots, pretty much, because it seems like we took everybody from their team last year and thought a team that didn't do really well was going to do well in Vegas instead of in New England. Ramondre Stevenson, are you starting him this week? Is he startable? He's been very disappointing.
Yeah, he's got a decent matchup. Well, it depends who you're starting him over, right? I mean, he's disappointed so far, but yeah, I would start him this week.
Let's get him in that flex way, right? So like, let's say you got Ramondre Stevenson or Deontay Foreman. Who are you starting?
Oh, I kind of like Foreman more. You know, when Foreman gets the starting role and when he's filling in for an injured running back, he can pop off for some big games. He's got a great matchup too. He's gonna get the workload.
Okay, cool. Let's go Ramondre Stevenson or KJ Osborne.
Oh, I'll go Ramondre there.
Cool. That's all right, man. Those are some good starts. You know who I got my start of that game? Jacoby Myers. I think this is gonna be Jacoby Myers' revenge game, man. Yeah, he was three years on that team before they finally let him catch a touchdown. You know, he had the most catches without a touchdown in like NFL history or something like that. It was nuts, man. Anyways, yeah, and I got the Raiders winning that game too. I think the Patriots are just going to tank. There's no Patriots wide receiver that I want to play, even though the matchup is pretty good. The Raiders did pretty well against the receivers last week, so it seems like if they can hold teams under 18 points, they can win the game because they haven't scored more than 18 points all year. So, yeah, man. Anyway, so that's our Sunday start sets. Let us know if you have any other questions, anything like that. Send us some DMs. Follow us on all socials. IG at Game Day Goons TV. At TikTok, we got over 1 million views. The Scores reposted us. Hit us up on YouTube. At Game Day Goons, we're live every Sunday at 11 a.m. Some of these bigger channels that you go and you watch, man, you can ask them 100 times. They won't be there to answer your questions, man. Come here, man. Like, any question you have, we answer it for you. You know what I mean? And we have all the tools to help you with that stuff. So come check us out, man. Come check out the Goons. We have our waiver wire ads that go up every Tuesday for you guys. We have our Thursday night preview that goes up every Wednesday. We are going to be doing a basketball segment for all 30 basketball teams as well. So make sure to check us out. Turn on your notifications somewhere down there. I don't know where it is, but I'm pointing, and it's one of those places, all right? So shout out to you guys. Good luck with your Week 6 matchups. Let us know if you have any suggestions, if you have any questions. We got you covered. Game day, here's another Sunday. Good luck, Mr. Snowman. I think it's time we got to get out of here.
Yeah, good luck. Peace out, Game Day Goons Nation.